Hi, this is Brandon from Watches on You, and today we're taking a look at the Vacheron Constantin Overseas Dual Time. And first I'd like to give a quick thanks to the Vacheron Constantin boutique on Madison Avenue in New York City, where we are reviewing the watch today. I'm very grateful to their staff and Vacheron Constantin Corporate for letting us review these pieces. So now let's jump right into this watch. So as I said, this is the Vacheron Constantin Overseas Dual Time. And this is part of their overseas collection, which is a very sporty collection for Vacheron Constantin and is one of their most popular collections. It's a direct competitor to the Patek Philippe Nautilus and AP Royal Oak. And I think that this watch in particular has many advantages to those competitors that make it very special and, again, very competitive. So now let's dive right into the overall finishing of this watch. So, as you can see, the overall case construction is fairly similar to the other kind of Gerald Genta design-inspired watches. Now, Gerald Genta did not design this watch, but it definitely takes cues from his design language. And you can see that through the symphony of both brushed and polished surfaces. But some unique things about this watch that I really like are the Maltese cross motifs throughout the links in the integrated bracelet that emanate from the Maltese cross on the double deployant buckle. So I think that looks very, very nice, and I think that, again, the finishing is fantastic. And one unique part about this bracelet in particular, the steel bracelet, is that the links are all rounded, so I think that it would be fairly easy to polish out any scratches that you would get, given that this is a sports watch. You probably have, if you buy this watch, you probably have a fairly active lifestyle, and having the ability to remove scratches easily is probably a priority for you. So I really like that they chose to do that and to make it as easy to maintain as possible. So now getting into the actual complications of this watch. So as I said, this is a dual time, so you have that GMT hand right here, the red one, and the AM and PM indicator at 9 o'clock, and I think that looks very nice. You also have a subdial date indicator subdial date at 6 o'clock, which can be adjusted using this screw-down pusher at 4 o'clock. And I will undo that now. And the action of this pusher is kind of unique. It doesn't actually click, you press it down and it moves the subdial date hand in a very smooth manner. And I think that that's a very cool feature of this watch. I really love pretty much all the dual time Gerald Genta inspired sports watches, but this is probably my favorite for a few reasons. Now, namely, this watch has a 150 meter water resistance compared to the AP Royal Oak dual times of 50 meters, so it's 3 times as water resistant. Furthermore, this watch's movement has a 60-hour power reserve, whereas the AP Royal Oak dual time has a 38-hour power reserve. And the reason I'm comparing it to the AP Royal Oak is just because that's it's slightly cheaper, but it's much more close in the price range to this watch than the Patek Philippe Nautilus, where prices have pretty much exploded to, in my opinion, an unjustifiable degree. And this watch's price, just before I forget, is $25,400 brand new. So that's fairly reasonable considering the amount of complications you're getting and the level of the finishing that you're getting on the movement. And this is the caliber 5110 DT movement. You can see there's beautiful Côte de Genève on it. And again, it has that wonderful 60-hour power reserve as well, which is a fantastic feature to have. And again, you do not have to... you'll not have to really wind this watch very often at all. And chances are, if you buy this watch, you probably have a watch winder anyways. So that may not be that big of a deal for you. But for me personally, and for a traveler, I think that's very important to have that large power reserve. So now I'll move on to a wrist shot. But before I do that, I want to mention the unique bracelet on this watch. So it's very easy to change the strap on this, and when you buy this watch, you get a leather strap, you get this stainless steel strap, and you get a leather strap as well. So you get a leather, rubber, and stainless steel strap. And here is the leather strap. Unfortunately, I don't have the rubber strap with me, but I'll just demonstrate that quick change feature right here. So in order to take the strap off, you just flick this little switch that's by my thumb, and you pull it back, and it comes off very easily. I have used Hublots, I've used many other brands, and this is definitely the easiest to change, especially in comparison with actually Cartier. It's kind of difficult, but this, again, all the different straps that you get have that feature. So to put on this leather strap, all you do is you hook it in right here, and it does not have spring bars, so that is one thing to keep in mind, but AP doesn't as well. So it fits very nicely into that kind of hole there, and I'll take that one off and then put the steel one back on before I do the wrist shot. So to take it off, oh, maybe it didn't, I don't think it clicked. There we go, okay. And it snaps right back on very easily. So I'll take my glove off. And the 41mm case size, I think, looks it would look good on pretty much anyone's wrist. Given that this is a sports watch, you can kind of allow for larger sizes, but just for reference, I have about a 6.5 inch wrist in circumference. So I think that this watch looks fantastic on me, and particularly the other dial options are quite exquisite. I actually really like this kind of silvery white dial option as well. But if you like this video, please remember to subscribe and share. Thank you.